Hello everybody, and welcome to my Honors Roll mobile final project, the Spotify Artist Tracker. So, what this is, just to give a little brief rundown, is a program that allows you to search up any sort of musical artist that you want that has an account on Spotify, and it shows you information about them, specifically like what their top songs are, what genres they make, how many followers they have. So, why did I make this? I use Spotify a lot. And I really wanted to mess around with the SDK, or the API, rather, because it's something that, I've heard about, and I've heard that it's, like, very, very fun to, like, mess around with, so, I decided to give it a shot, decided to mess around with it, and, it was pretty fun. It was pretty fun. The documentation was very, very verbose, and it goes into a lot of detail, a lot of unnecessary detail, specifically. It can, for example, one of the things it goes into is how to search the top tracks, and there's different regions you can set that into, and there's like 100 different regions, and it's a lot. So, the target audience for this program is pretty much anyone who just listens to music, specifically Spotify for obvious reasons. That's the database we're pulling it from, and anyone who wants to like learn more about their favorite artist, like what their standing is on Spotify, it's just to check it out. So I have it deployed over here. I use a website called Heroku to host it off of. It's hosted off of my GitHub over here. So this is what the website looks like. If I type in an artist and type in Juice WRLD, and we are brought up with their following. So we have their Spotify profile picture. Their name, obviously, how many followers they have on Spotify, the genres of music that they produce. This is inputted by the artist whenever they make a song. So there's a lot of like random genres that aren't specifically set by Spotify, and their top 10 songs within the United States. If I click on one of them, it plays a little 45-second snippet preview of the song hosted by Spotify. That's pretty nice. If I look up another one, what's cool is you don't need to type out the entire name. Like if I can type out Childish Gambino, or I can type in Child. I'm probably brought to the same thing. Yep. So again, same thing: profile picture, name, followers, genres, the music they make. One thing that I found pretty difficult through this was to actually use the Spotify like documentation. Like I mentioned before, it's very verbose, and you have to go digging for a while. Like there would be sessions or sprints where I'd just be digging for like the information to find something, like to find how to find their top songs. Took a very, very long amount of time. And another thing that I wish I could implement is basically via the way I deploy it. By the way, let me mention this now. Type in random things. Ooh, okay, that's a really funny, because I'm not expecting that to happen. But if you type in random letters, nothing's going to come up. I think we got lucky here, which is pretty funny. So, if I reload the site, it brings me back. So one thing I wish I implemented, if I had more time, was basically the way I deployed my site. The way my site basically functions is it runs off of this dashboard. This is where I have a client ID and a client secret. Basically, this is what gives me access to the SDK. It's its own little server. And so I have this running off of my Spotify account, and my Spotify account has something called an access token. And this access token provides access to use the Spotify database. And if we go over here. This is a program made by Spotify that generates a access token and a refresh token using OAuth. I really wish I could try to implement this into the actual program, because essentially the way I deploy it is I go into my GitHub, I go into my program, I go in here, and a thing that says access token, and access tokens, they only last about an hour. So every time I want to deploy my app, I have to go in, I have to run this program, which I have up over here. This is by Spotify, by the way, and I did not make this. In order to get my access token, which is up here, so I copy it, I paste it in there, I save it, and then I deploy it through Heroku, which takes a lot longer than I want it to, because I really wish I could just deploy it and just always have it up, so it's just always up. It does take a bit. It's not insanely long though, it's more or less just for the sake of convenience, but it works nonetheless, so I'm fine with it. So, you know, that's pretty much my app. There's nothing really more to it than pulling things over there. So, thank you for taking the time to look at my app.